Bueno, vamos a continuar donde lo hemos dejado antes, que es regresar con ETER a GAIA, a nuestra guarida, básicamente.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
Vale, porque no lo habré, porque no lo he guardado después.
I spotted a group of Osram salvagers wandering the edge of the desert, near the southwestern border. I'd report it, but I don't think they'll last long. If the machines down there don't get them, the storms will.
Oh, that's kind of you.
¿O sí?
Sounds like those Osram could use a hand. I'll keep an eye out for them if I'm down there.
Vale, vamos a subir. A ver qué nos tiene GAIA con ETER.
Like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Aaron, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to GAIA.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with GAIA to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
Imprevisto.
I wonder what it's like, being in space.
It sounds very lonely.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
ETER. Los vientos. Si no me equivoco.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Eleuthia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Eleuthia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Eleuthia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Eleuthia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Eleuthia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Pues cambio. Hold on. ¿Y esto? Examinar consola pistas.
Gaia, what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds, I could get the data from them, use it to reconnect them and restore the display.
¿Qué ya tiene?
Aloy,
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
How's Katalo doing?
I detect that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him, though he has not voiced his thoughts. I may be able to assist in his recovery, should he be interested.
Really? I'm sure he will be. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods, in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it.
Eso es bueno.
Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Wow.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. I'll be off.
Farewell, for now.
Pues vamos a ver si es de verdad Ilitia o no es Ilitia.
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Vale. Justo esto de aquí.
Aloy,
¿No?
we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Sí, por favor.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Y hasta un pedazo de... Ah, no, es una nave. Ok.
There it is.
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Aloy,
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes,
How many?
as many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
What do you think of our squad?
They seem eager to fight. Though I admit it is strange to see an Utaru in the ranks. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
She seemed pretty effective when she took out the machines that were guarding this base.
Interesting. Perhaps I am mistaken.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. I overheard that Varl and Erend are to accompany you on a mission. Do you require my assistance?
I'd rather have you and Zoe guard the base while we're away.
It shall be done. May the Ten walk with you.
Sí, por favor. Que no vengan a ser posible los otros 4 de momento. Vale. ¿Qué tenemos? El caldero de Mu con el anchasfauces. El iota con el chascafauces. Incompleto. El tau con el cuerno arado. Incompleto. Cuerno colmillo del Mu está incompleto también. Iota con el demoledor. Con el demoledor también incompleto. Y Iota con el recolector también incompleto. Estos sé cuáles son. Los que llevan el pedazo bidón de... Vamos a decirlo de combustible, porque lo llevan tanto ígneo, ácido... y congelación que yo sepa. O al menos son los 3 que estaban en Zero Town. El rodador. Y el surcacielos. Ok. Ahí estamos.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tanakh don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
Siempre lo ha sido, sí.
You mentioned you've been teaching yourself how to read?
Yes. Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Así es como los antiguos estaban haciendo sus construcciones.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Right, I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
Pues vamos.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Aquí hay combate.
Vermin.
Vermeña.
What is that?
What the hell?
Well, that takes the keg.
Le han atravesado los escudos.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
Le han atravesado los
We'll
escudos.
check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
No tiene nombre. Verbena.
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
¿Energía suya
I
únicamente?
wonder how much snow is gonna pile up.
El bicho este. Espectro. ¿Cómo se lo han cargado?
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Rescate del activo.
Forge's breath. What a mess.
¿Qué es lo que han usado estos? Si es que todavía está una de las municiones suyas. Y aquí han acampado.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Were they watching this area? Ready for anything now. An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Un Oseram con un foco. Y el arma. La munición.
Ah, weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
Forge's breath.
What a mess. All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
Algo me sigue sin cuadrar aquí. El cómo y el por qué. Y esa arma.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Y esto ha sido Zenith. Esto es demasiado perfecto. Demasiado circular como para que lo hubiese hecho. O bueno, bastante dentro de lo que cabe.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Nada por aquí. Help. Barl. Thank you.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Registro de banda, un registro de texto. Un transmisor. De origen desconocido también. Una puerta por la que no podemos acceder. Zenith.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
Esto me parece que es Zenith. O al menos la pinta que tiene.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another far zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Abrirla no. Tiene que ser por este lado entonces.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility. This place
What were they
keeps
for?
on going. Remember when I told you I was made, not born? This is how.
A machine that makes a person. That's incredible.
Yeah.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Ojo de metal de los antiguos.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Datos, un correo electrónico. Una puerta por la que no podemos abrir.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
Una puerta aquí. Una puerta a nada. Vale.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
237. ¿Cómo?
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Miss Bit. apologies. I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck, and goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh, shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. That thing's quick.
Aquí eres débil. Cosas que no tengo en mano. ¿Te he jodido una de ellas? Vale. Ah. No sé qué tecnología es esa, pero estás siendo muy puñetero. ¿Cómo disparas sin abrir las cápsulas? Vale. Puedo seguir haciéndolo incluso habiéndole destrozado eso.
It's gonna take more.
No te voy a sacar más cosas porque sé que no me vas a dar para sacarte más. Pero eso sí.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Ok. No va a ser fácil teniendo un segundo arriba. Vamos a ver. ¿Un va a hacer? Sí. Perfecto. Just in case.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Cualquier puerta que haya abierta o que se pueda abrir la voy a abrir. Porque no sé si aquí se podrá volver o no. Vale, nada más.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out.
Joder.
That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Shields down! It's on the move!
Hell, I'll just leave it here. I got your back, Aloy. Who's next? Aloy, for you! Hey, watch this! Idiot meets hammer! Boom!
I'm not giving up.
to hit you again? Keep them coming! Use acid. Corrosion. You need help, Aloy? Aloy! Ammo! You want a taste of this?
What?
Oh, pain subsiding.
Waiting for ya! I guess we're not going for stealth, mate. How many times do I have to hit this thing? You okay?
All in.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Esto primero.
The snowfall's blanketing the land.
Si esto continúa en pie, claro. Y otro que no puedo coger.
No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Vale, vamos primero con Gaia. A ver el arma. Si esto puede derrotar a los Zenith, sería de mucha ayuda.
I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better check on the clone before I head back out there.
Yes. She retreated to the maintenance corridor directly below us. Varl is with her.
Right. Thanks, Gaia.
Vale. No ha servido al 100%, pero sigue siendo útil.
That's fine.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up.
So, Aloy, I suppose you want information. About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What do they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made.
On the way to Earth?
On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her.
Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
Estamos hablando de 4 o más de momento. Bueno, 4, mentira, 3 en este caso.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too.
Mm-hmm.
How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the Gaia root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done.
Ah, ahora ya no tienen a Gaia por ninguna de las formas. También.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
La robaron.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...?
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
Chica, relax.
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now!
Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
Relax, recién has llegado y ya estás matando a la gente. Con palabras.
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Pam Wumpata!
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something.
More like someone.
Well, you're the one that helped me find it.
Aloy.
Hey, thought I'd, check in on how you're doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk about the land gods?
I think there's a way to heal them so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it, reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
Well, that's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this, We need components called control cores from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something the land gods will obey?
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
Bien.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Jeez. Jolín. Ya veo que hay. Virgen. Vale. En ningún momento me han salido los mensajes. What? Twitch. What? Hold the freak on. Vale, a buenas horas. What the fuck? Qué raro. Pero qué raro, más raro que no me hayan salido los mensajes. A ver. Principales tenemos Poseidón y Demeter. Sangre por sangre. I mean... Al final voy a acabar haciendo todas. Y me acabo de acordar.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
I just think my face says it all as is.
Where'd Katalo go?
Flechas precisas. Atuendo. No puedo mejorarlo. Y armas no puedo mejorarlas. Vale. Tras salida. Esta.
Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Contalo.
Aloy, I see you found your room.
¿Ah?
Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
Che. Quieto parado.
This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
Vale. Mi habitación. ¿Eso está diciendo las subordinadas que tengo?
The door's unlocked now.
No me
Door's locked.
parece.
Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later.
Are you sure that's what the
Ah, total.
What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Ok.
They set up a camp there as well, I see.
Esto había dicho que era... Sí, Roy Barl. Ok. Pues de momento vamos a ver. Por este lateral. El Tao, el Mu. Esto que es la arboleda. La torre. Boca salado. Que aquí está su cuello largo. Tenemos a Poseidón. Extracciones Queruf. Talana. Mira. Cadena chirriante lo tengo hecho. Tengo un montón de zonas aquí que también tengo que ver. Me interesa una cosa. A ver. ¿Cuándo es posible? Ok. Ya la tenemos. Hmm. ¿Te dice las misiones que tenemos? Bastante. Bastante. Momento el mar de arena. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Vale, estamos en la 11ª misión principal. Tengo recados también a 4700. Vale, que este es el de arriba, cierto. Tenemos los fosos, el de lanza hirviente, el del baluarte. Tenemos un campamento, tenemos varios puestos. 2 recados. Ujú. Y tenemos 9 puntos de habilidad para poner también. Vale, me interesa sacar esta de aquí. Al menos eso. Daño resonador, duración. Daño cuerpo a cuerpo, golpe crítico plus. Esto siempre va a venir bien. Ataque potente, ataque potente. Vale. Vamos a por el tajo de media luna. Quiero pillar la otra de daño cuerpo a cuerpo. A ser posible. Trambera, ya he visto que ni de lejos.
Felt cold enough for a snow.
A ver. Tenemos un largo camino. Y me gustaría irme con estos de aquí. Con los Harry Raptores. Falta ver si estos son o no son alfas. Si son alfas, no me sirven again. Si son alfas, no me sirven. Si no son alfas, me sirven. Para lo que quiero. No quiero irme con el ígneo. A ser posible.
Now, Regala's not the only one who can ride a claw strider.
Uña. Que hay un tercero. Vale. Pues con nuestro Garriraptor. Ahora sí. Nos vamos a ir lo más lejos posible, que no va a ser muy lejos. Al refugio que tenemos aquí abajo. Con tal de bajar tenemos lo que hay que saber. Que es con Talana. De hecho la tenemos al lado, así que vamos a ir con ella. Con Talana. Ahora sí voy a pasar un pelín más de las misiones secundarias. Un poco, no tanto. Bien. Ay. Bueno, no sé utilizarlos, así que... ¿Qué más me da?
It's Kotalo. If you're in need of provisions, I recommend stopping by Saltbite, a village north of the Grove. Their cook's meals give a soldier strength like nothing else. And who knows? Maybe they could use your help, too.
Maybe I'll check it out. Thanks.
Primero vamos a ver a Talana. Wow. Y sí me había quedado sin... Espérame un momentico. Me había quedado prácticamente sin medicina. Jolín. Roca pasando, roca pasando. Madera. Te sobra. Ya por un momento que estaba con esto. Vale, vamos. Que el camino no es corto. Otro atronador. Vaya. Ah, no. No es un atronador. Es un recolector. Recolector.
The wing's holding up.
No. Patas largas. Vale. Hay muchos recolectores. Y muchos patas largas. ¿Desde cuándo los patas largas y los recolectores van juntos?
Frost isn't gonna do much.
Me toca pasar por todo en medio. A saco. Arreando.
There's a lot of fluid sloshing around in that bellowback sack. That Oseram camp Talana and I were trying to find should be around here. Smoke. Could be from the camp. Maybe I should check it out. Some kind of Oseram camp? How'd they end up out here? Better get down. This isn't a place for a machine.
Dreaming I figured I'd be safe there.
I'm not pressing on until we can use that tunnel as an
Talana,
escape route.
glad to see you made it.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base. It was quite a sight.
Secret passage? Don't let the others hear you say that, or you'll have a lot of Oseram knocking at your door.
And you are?
This is Raggard. He's a scout with this caravan. He says Amadis was here.
He joined up with our expedition right before we went through the tunnel. After we made camp here, I set out to do some scouting. I also made peace offerings to the Tanakh for trespassing in their territory. Amadis wanted me to ask around about some place called the Rot.
What did you find out?
Most I learned was that it's where the Tanakh took their prisoners. Somewhere far to the west near Thornmarsh, the Lowland clan's capital. He set out to find it not long after.
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but he was dead set on going.
What happened when you went through the tunnel?
Nothing. Our crew split into two groups to pass through. Everyone here was part of the first crossing. Aside from some pitch-black passages, it was quiet. Whatever befell the second group spared us. Steel Spark be praised. But you best talk to Porgov about that. He knows a bit more than I do.
Did Amadis say anything about why he was heading to the Rot?
Afraid not. He was a man of few words.
Sounds like him. Did he look okay to you?
More or less. He seemed shaken when we learned the tunnel had collapsed behind us. But then again, so was everyone around here.
So you're a scout for this crew? Anything I should know about the area?
Where to start? Down south, we got a trio of Oseram trying to delve into the ruins in the sand.
There are more of you?
They're the ones we followed out here in the first place. And then there are all the other folk, who broke away as soon as we got to this side of the tunnel. Salvagers, explorers, all sorts of daring venturers.
Just how many of you were there?
Enough to lose track, that's for sure. I've also spotted some rebels a while back, too. Seems like they've been patrolling the desert. Heard all about the rebellion from the Tanakh up in Scalding Spear. That's the Desert Clan's capital, north of here.
Sounds like you've really gotten to know the area.
It's what I do.
Thanks, Raggart. This has been helpful.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thornmarsh. Meet me there.
Hold on.
What?
You're willing to go to the ends of Tanakh's territory to find this guy. No hesitation.
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden West. I'm just worried about him.
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the lowland capital. But then, you're going to tell me who Amadis really is.
Fine, I'll lay low, north of the village. See you there.
Oh, me dicen que esta estaba enamorada. I don't know why.
like we have company. Why not breath?
There's gotta be another.
Be careful if you plan on going south. A few of our delvers headed that way after we first arrived. Said they were tracking a tall neck. Why? Never thought to ask. But we haven't heard from them since.
Thanks for the warning.
How about more west? That might...
There's a tall neck out there. Overriding it should help me get data on the surrounding area.
Everywhere you look, more blasted mountains.
Are you lost?
Spark to steel. Aren't you a jewel in a junk heap?
Excuse me?
Hold the hammer? I know you. You're that Nora. The savior. My savior. Right in the nick of time. The name's Poor Guff Delvesman, chief delver and leader of Poor Guff's expeditioners and purveyors of fine delve wares.
What am I saving you from, exactly?
Death and despair, my steel flame friend. See, this grand expedition here has had a minor setback. Not far from here, there's a secret tunnel. A passage of the old ones, lost and then found. Me and half the crew came through first. The other half was supposed to follow right after. But days later, only one man turned up. Shivering like a frog in chill water. Only thing we got out of him was that death and darkness chased them as the tunnel collapsed. Died with his eyes wide, he did.
I've been to the tunnel's eastern side. The way was blocked by rubble. There was also a body. One of your delvers, I guess, but no sign of the rest of the crew.
Keep your voice down, will you? The rest of the crew's already spooked. They're refusing to press on with the delve until they're assured a way out of here.
You lost half your crew and you're worried about the delve.
We gotta make their sacrifice worth something, right? And besides, now that you're here, maybe our sand-stranded days are over. Help me get that tunnel reopened, and I'll cut you in on the delver's fee. What do you say?
So this camp, it's your base of operations?
What operations? The plan was to move further south once the rest of the expedition joined us. The delve is right out beyond those dunes. But now the crew refuses to budge until this tunnel mess gets sorted out. They've even given this place a name. Camp Nowhere. I think they're mocking me.
Yeah, I think they are. How did you learn about this secret tunnel?
The art of the delve, of course. A delver's only as good as his nose sense for good sights. All right, fine. I heard about 3 Osram who knew a way to bypass those bloodthirsty Tenakth. Tap the untouched delves of the West. So then I may have employed someone with the know-how for finding and following.
A spy.
Look, if the rumors are true, there's enough delving to employ a dozen operations. But someone has to take the first plunge, establish a base camp, set up a reliable supply route, guard the site against machines.
Figures the Osram would turn sand into shards, I guess.
Exactly.
What do you know about this area?
Well, north of here you got those vicious Tenakth. I heard rumor they drink blood instead of water. That's how they survive this wasteland. And south, it has it all. Death, desert, and the delve. Imagine, if you will, a vast grave of the old ones. Ruins of twisted metal concealed by the sands. All guarded by machines. So fierce that you'll wish you had a flock of glinthawks swooping down on you instead. Not even the Tenakth venture into the ruins' depths. Only the bravest explorers dare enter.
Like yourself.
Of course. Eventually.
No suenas muy convincente.
I'll see what I can do about the tunnel.
My savior.
For the crew trapped here with you, not your delve.
One and the same.
That it? Over there?
That it is. Oh, and while you're at it, would you mind keeping an eye out for my lockbox? The second crew was supposed to bring the rest of the supplies and belongings. I'd hate to lose it to the wilds. It was hand-carved by my dear old ma.
I'll bring it back if I find it.
I'd appreciate it. Good luck, Still Flame.
Spotted those rebels close by. Steals a soul. I thought I was done.
Ay. Vale. Esta es la otra parte, columna rota. Y tenemos un cuello largo. Que a ese cuello largo quiero subir. Sea como sea.
That girl was wound up tighter than a twisted spring. Now she's in the wilds, all alone. Forge knows all the things that could kill her out there.
Someone ran off?
Never got her name. Kept quiet. Couldn't tell if she was shy or scared. All I know is she didn't want anyone near her things.
That's for sure. I was just curious is all. She didn't have to slug me.
Your glass jaw ain't the problem, lugnut. The girl is. All alone in the bush. And this is Tanakh territory.
Which way did she go?
West, up the slope. Look for her if you can.
I will.
Careful now. The girl's maladjusted.
Madre mía. Joder, casi que me es más fácil esto, así, así. Darle vuelta. Literalmente. Vale.
There's the entrance to the tunnel Porgith mentioned. I need to find his missing expedition. And clear a path back east. Tunnel's blocked. And no sign of the missing expedition. I need to find a way to get further in. Should be able to blow up that fire gleam. Let's blast this open.
No ha molado nada. Touché. Okay.
There's someone still alive in here.
So you're real. Thought I was dreaming.
What happened to you?
A terror in the dark. The world shuddered.
A machine?
Never got a look. The caravan. We all ran. Everything collapsed. Crawled here. Couldn't escape. Did anyone make it out? And find the first caravan?
Yes. Someone did.
Good. At least I'm not alone.
Rest easy now. Sounds like something big attacked the missing expedition. I better press on. My pack's full. I can get it from my stash later.
No quiero ver. No quiero ver y espero que sea así.
Don't like the sound of that.
Un dichoso topo. Que no sea un topo. Es lo único que pido. Sé que los topos eran muy hijos de la grandísima en Zero Dawn.
Shock's not gonna help me here. Burrowers. And more of Porgith's missing expedition. Machines called in backup!
Nada. Ahora.
That Osram. She said they were attacked by some kind of terror. I don't think it was these burrowers. Better fill up while I can.
No, esto es demasiado pequeño como para que los asusten. Y solo eran 4. Bueno, perdón, 5. Tan pocos. No creo que hicieran esto. Esta ha sido obra de una más grande. Y si es lo que es. Si es lo que creo que es. Lo voy a pasar muy mal.
Should be able to clear that rubble with my pullcaster. Well, that got something's attention. Sounds like it's coming from further in. better get out of here quick. It looks like it lets out ahead. No point using fire against that.
Un puto topo de mierda.
A rock breaker. It must have attacked the Oseram as they were passing through.
Como odio. Vale, ninguna.
Still in this fight.
¿Dónde carajos estás? Ahí tengo una y ahí tengo la otra. Ambos sabemos el potencial que tiene cada uno. Me parece. Joder. Dichoso topo de mierda. Un depósito de lumbre, ¿cómo todavía no ha explotado? Aquí viene.
one rock breaker that won't be troubling anyone anymore. The Oseram must have entered the canyon on the eastern side. I better take a look.
Jolín. Dame la garra. No sé para qué me servirá.
Those carts must be the supplies the second crew is supposed to bring over. Torgif said his lockbox was supposed to be among them. Torgif's lockbox. I should take it back to him. I can refill my pouch with these later.
Cómo odio a los topos. Vale. Guardabosques esos serán una armadura nueva. ¡Wow! Vale. Me mola. Problem. Hay que quitarle. Hay que quitarle un montón del de este, pero me gusta. Me gusta, viene bastante balanceado dentro de lo que cabe. Hay una caja aquí arriba a la que, de lo que parece, no voy a poder entrar de ninguna más forma. Así que me imagino que esto será más adelante. No más seguro.
That wall looks like it came down when the rockbreaker attacked. They must have trapped the Oseram. The rest must have run into the western tunnel, trying to get to the other side. I should be able to blow this up to clear the debris. The tunnel should be clear now. I better let Porgif know.
Unos datos nuevos de mensajes. Ok. Sí. Al menos ya se puede pasar. Vale, pues si puedo hacerlo aquí. No, no llega, vale. No llega. No, esto tendrá que ser más adelante con... con un algo aéreo. No voy a hacer el upsis porque en parte me hacéis falta. Pero todavía
Looks like I
saco
could
más.
climb up that cliff. Might be a shortcut over the mountain.
Oh, vale. Entonces creo que de por aquí es posible que llegue. Vale, es la señal de ahí abajo. Es decir, a ver si lo veo de aquí. Negativo.
Here I come.
¿Surcacielos? Vale, porque me estoy yendo demasiado.
Something nearby is sending that signal. Another tall neck. Has to be the one I heard about. So the signal's coming from that tall neck. I heard there was one in the area.
Y de lo que parece tengo la oportunidad perfecta ahora. Oh, never mind.
System reboot. So an override might fix the tall neck. But how to get up to it?
Vale, vamos a volver de momento. Algo no me cuadra.
Oh, hi.
Steady.
Have I got news for you,
Listen,
man?
so if we add all the days lost to being stuck in Camp No, you're back? How's that tunnel looking?
I found the rest of your crew. One of them was still alive. For a while, anyway. Turns out a rockbreaker attacked them as they were making their way through.
Poor Saz. Many roads lead to a Delver's End, but that's got to be one of the worst.
Well, I took care of the rockbreaker. The way's clear now.
Ha ha! I knew you could do it. And, you didn't happen to find my lockbox now, did you?
Here you go.
Spark in the dark. Is there nothing you can't do? Here, your fee as promised. Now that the threat's gone, I'll have the tunnel shored up and cleared out. Then I can send for another crew, get this expedition going proper-like. Ha! Onwards to the delve!
Ah, me gustas tan poco como te paro.
Eyes up here, sister.
Mejoras a este. Membrana de saco de recolector. Ácido plasma. Vale. Dentro de lo que cabe me gusta. Es algo mejor que la mía en todos los sentidos. Menos en el que, claro, tiene el problema ese. De ambas. Ambas puñeterías de defensa. Pero de lo demás... Está bastante bien.
I'm not staying here any longer than I have to.
I hear the Tenakth are fighting each other quite a bit these days. Some of them contain machines. Those you've got to be real careful of. We've seen a whole bunch of them setting up outposts around here. Spotted one just west of here. A few settled at the edge of the desert in the southwest. They even set up camp in the south. Really helps a fellow sleep at night.
Just make sure you steer clear of them. Those rebels are bad business. I'll keep an eye out for them while I'm out here.
Oh, hi!
Vale. Me interesa el cuello largo. Pero... ¿Cómo? Vamos a subir.
Dust. Whirled around by the wind. Great. This must be the Tallneck sending the signal. I heard I might find one of these here. This looks like Osram gear. It must be the crew I heard about, the one tracking a Tallneck. What are they up to? That doesn't look good. I should check it out.
Vale.
I should try and find out what the Osram were doing here.
Quédate por aquí. Algo no me cuadra.
I still need to find out what went on here. I should take a closer look at that Osram camp.
Esto es un recolector.
Looks like the Osram used some kind of harpoon to take this machine down. It must have attacked the camp. Maybe my focus can help me figure out why. These are Tallneck antennas. The Osram must have stripped them somehow.
¿Para qué?
A harpoon weapon. With anchors? Were they? They were trying to take down that Tallneck. So the Osram wanted to weigh down that Tallneck and strip it for parts. The machines must have caught them in the act. I wish there was a way to climb up and inspect the damage. Unless... I take down the Tallneck myself. And try to repair it on the ground. It won't be pretty, but... least it'll get fixed. And I need more anchors. The Othra must have set up other ballistas in the area. I just gotta find them. Hello to you too! Clever one. Looks like the machines got to this one too. Another ballista. And it's got one of the anchors I need. One more should weigh it down enough. Machines. I need to hurry.
Purgacielos.
That weapon still has an anchor. Let's use it. Sorry about this, big guy. Machines incoming!
Tengo que estudiar a uno de esos. Porque hay una parte que necesito de él. Ay, no lo había visto. Pero ya tengo el aéreo dando por saco. A uno de ellos. Un intento por parte del volador, aunque ha fallado.
That was all I had. That's the last of those machines. Now let's get the big guy fixed.
Vale, tengo la membrana. Perfecto. Una batallita. Damos un momento, gigantón. De cuello largo. Cara tapaño. Quiero primero recoger todo. ¿Quién ha sido?
Hope this tastes as good as it looks.
Una batalla fácil. Madre mía. Vale. He intentado evitar que fuesen a por la mía también. Y aquí no ha caído ninguna otra más.
I'll put these in my pack.
Vale. Pues nivel 26. Perfecto. Wow. Vale. Pasamos cerca de un campamento. Uno de un puesto rebelde. Hay un campamento viene a tomar por saco. Dos más bien. Hay un largo camino. Pero bueno. Tenemos a Poseidón, tenemos a Keruf. Es un convoy de Végimos. Interesante. Hogar de reptívoras, gracias, pero no. Terramamuts, recolectores, colmilludos. Topos, tu puñetera fábrica. Ni de lejos voy ahí. Convoy de recolectores también. Surcacielos, acaparador. Pico de la señal. Vamos a ir a esta. Ya que sabemos que no está muy lejos y hay dos refugios y un banco de trabajo al lado. De extra también, entre los refugios. Vamos para allá. Voy a ir por detrás de estos colmilludos. Y vale, sí. Por aquí. Este es el puestecito.
Rebel outpost. I was told there'd be one here. I should find their leader. Put an end to this.
Más adelante tenemos otras cosas que hacer ahora mismo. Y una es esta. Máximo daño cuerpo a cuerpo, por favor. No me interesa la lanza, tampoco el instinto. Sigilo lo tengo dominado a lo que quiero, no quiero la doble mosca. Si acaso sería este. Y de este he dicho que son 5. Vale, capacidad de medicinas. Siempre viene bien. Acabo consiguiendo más cosas así que matándolos yo mismo. ¿Y esto? No aparece en el mapa. Mirador puede ser. Oh. Hold on.
Could hit it with acid.
Oh. Y ahí está la puñetera reptívora. Es azul. Encima. Es una pluma. A ver.
Get away from my ring!
The officer in my med said someone in their crew ran. Sounds like someone's in trouble. I think she's gonna need some backup.
Broke it off! Is it safe? Did they get to it? Please be intact. Please.
I should make sure she's okay.
Bueno, ya que tiene otras preocupaciones.
Supply drop incorrect. Oh. 142. Supply drop incorrect.
Alright. Wire to the spike is still intact. Rig's still playing.
You okay there?
You took out those machines. I'm grateful, but you should go now. There's nothing to see here.
So this rig of yours, it's receiving sound through that wire from the thing up on the cliff, what you call a spike. But the message is only a fragment, and you're trying to pick up the whole thing?
How did you figure all that out?
I've learned a few things in my travels. If you want, we could talk about it. Maybe I can help?
You do seem downright knowledgeable. So go ahead. Shoot.
How did you first hear the message?
I used to be a smith up in the claim. Wasn't an easy life. A lot of hard work without much to show for it. Then, one day, I heard a whisper coming from a steel rod. Faint, like the last fingers of steam coming off a cooling forge. When I moved the rod around, the whispers got louder. I did some tinkering, built my rig, and did my best to follow that sound. Further west I came, the stronger it got. Then I found that spike up there. When I hooked up my rig, the words were clearer than ever.
What do you think the message is?
I don't know. There's something sad about it. Feels like it's from one lost soul to another. I'd sure like to know what it means.
Your rig's impressive. How does it work?
Well, like you said, the spike up there seems to capture the sound. It travels by wire down to my contraption. I put some coils in there and a light sheet of metal that vibrates, making the sound louder. I'm not exactly sure why it works, but it just does.
And you set it up out here all alone?
I'm not the trusting type. Pretty much everything I do is all alone.
You're no ordinary tinker.
Didn't used to be a tinker at all. More of a metal worker. Came from Mainspring. I can weld a seam so fine you could barely see it. Not that I ever got any credit for it. You see, up there, you've got to be a man to get ahead. I once had a shot at joining a first-rate crew with one of the best forges in the claim. But I didn't get the job. My own brother wouldn't vouch for me just because I'm of the female persuasion. Anyhow, at least out here I don't have to worry about any Mainspring men talking down to me.
Sounds like you're still mad at your brother.
Some days I am. Other days, I miss him. He's passed on, you see. He didn't have the guts to go against the blast of the bellows and vouch for a lady. Even his own sister. It was cowardly, and I told him so. In fact, I told him we weren't family no more. But over time, I've had cause to regret it. He wasn't a bad sort. He knew how to make me smile when he wasn't being such a lout.
I'm sorry he's gone.
Yeah. So am I. Blast it all.
Let me have a look at that spike. I might be able to pick up more of that message.
How?
Let's just say I have a rig of my own.
I didn't know Nora were tinkers.
They're not, but I am, in a way. Be right back.
Well, okay then. I guess. Just follow the wire to the spike at the top. And then please, just don't break anything.
Better get climbing.
Ok, a ver qué tenemos.
Gotta give her credit, lugging all that wire up a cliff wall. There's the spike. Might get better reception if I'm next to it.
During victory. Supply drop beacon. Home. Praise God. The note.
Enduring victory. Interesting. Can't seem to get a fix on where the signal's coming from, though. Well, better let the Tinker know I got a bit more of the message. Pry this green shine off carefully.
Vale, tenemos un cúmulo. Perfecto. Y aquí arriba tenemos un campamento rebelde. ¿Qué es eso de ahí? ¿Dos? Hold off. Break on. ¿Cómo que dos? Solo hay uno. Game, please. No me intentes engañar, que aquí solo hay uno. Y es el primero ahora mismo. Es aquel. No es este. Bueno, es uno de esos dos. Pero... algo no me cuadra de que haya dos al mismo tiempo.
This ought to be a good shortcut. Your rig is picking up an old world message. A recording of some kind.
Thought as much. Did you hear more of it?
A bit. It was recorded during a war. A bad one.
Maybe that's why it sounds so darn sad. There's something about it that makes me think of my late brother. May his ashes stay warm in the forge. Not sure why, exactly.
I still can't get a fix on the source.
Well, the words grew stronger when I got out here.
What if you moved the rig now? Try to see if you can get a stronger signal elsewhere.
Even if I could dodge the Tenakth and the machines, I can't lose that spike. Nothing else pulls down the words better.
Okay. If it's an old world message, then let's try old world methods. They used to pinpoint signals by listening for them at 3 different spots. The taller the better. And then they combined the information and used it to find the source.
And you can do that?
I think so. But your spike is only one spot. I need 2 more, both up high.
Oh. Well, there's a big bright tower in the Tenakth territory north of here.
Yeah, that should work. I have another spot in mind, near a place I'm, camping.
Wait. I don't know your name. Or why you do all of this for someone you just met.
Aloy. And because I want to know what's out there. Same as you.
Selga. And when you find it, Aloy, I'd be eager to hear what it is.
Ve la torre del lanzamiento y ve a la montaña que hay sobre la base. Vale. Lanzamiento puedo pasar ya. Eso me viene de lujo. Vamos a lo que tenemos más cercano, que es el pico de aquí de lanza hirviente. Y a ver por qué puñetas aparecen 2. O desde allá arriba, ¿por qué aparecían 2? ¿Por qué hay 2 si solo es 1?
Tolmec's close.
Don't get closer!
Be ready. On my word.
Be patient. Hatacto! Come back!
You said we needed a vantage point.
I didn't say climb a Tolmec! Hatacto, watch for those machines!
Sounds like those Tenakth soldiers have gotten themselves in trouble again. And now they're leading those machines straight to me.
Vale. La razón del por qué.
How many are there?
Go! Hit the weak points and we'll end this faster!
I'm with you, Hatacto.
Stick with me, Hatacto!
You stood with me. I stand with
Hit the weak points and we'll end this faster!
Por eso es que ahora aparecen 2.
Pick your target!
Now this'll do some damage.
this one! There!
I'll handle this.
Concentrate your fire!
Vale, me falta el que hay aquí escondido. Despierta, hombre. Muy bien. Hombre.
Sorry, there was something I needed to do. You were talking before I left?
Nora! The Tanakh thank you for your service.
Just try to stay out of trouble this time.
Kitaka! Are you alright?
I'm here, Hatakto.
I put you in danger.
You put yourself in danger.
Our orders are to locate any Regala rebel outposts. I thought if we climbed that tall neck, we'd be in a good place to look for them.
Your first order is always to stay alive. You can do your duty or complete your mission if you're dead. No one doubts your bravery or your skill as a warrior, Hatakto, but there is more to a warrior than the blade.
Vaya tela.
Here we go.
Fine, I guess.
I should dismount.
Bueno, ni siquiera es la entrada. A ver, lanza hirviente.
That tower should help me pinpoint Silga's signal.
Keep an eye on the surroundings.
Outlander. The word.
Good day.
Vale.
Gotta climb up to look for Silga's signal. Where to start?
Walking on her.
Maybe even catching some fights
May you
in the
crush
arena.
her.
I guess it would be nice to have a friend there. That settles it then.
Keep climbing to pinpoint that signal. Just a little higher. Almost there.
Madre mía.
Okay. Let's see if I can pick up Silga's signal.
Start 114 to enduring victory. Supply drop beacon. Apollo. I'm freezing. The note. Sorry.
Well, I got more of the message, but not enough to find the source yet. Climbing the mountain where my base is should finish the job.
Vale.
Going down.
Pozo. Aquí está el sastre. Vale, justo encima. ¿Qué tiene esto por aquí? Oh. Hostigadora Tenac. Vale. Y... Me gusta al mismo tiempo, no. Me gusta y al mismo tiempo no me gusta.
Here, your weapon can be sheathed. Trade and trust.
I have a question for you, Outlander. Come.
Armas.
Guess I was wrong.
Ah, the wandering out.
Vale, ya estamos hablando. Desgarramareas, ni de lejos tengo. Espina mortal, ni de lejos tengo. Recolector sí que tengo. Con 3 cosas distintas. Worth it.
come. Trade.
Munición que acumula efecto adhesivo. Vale, ralentización, básicamente. Perfecto.
Gala must be licking her wounds now.
Keep your blade bright.
Vale.
This is your opportunity
Pociones.
to buy fine goods, Outlander. You should try to knock cooking while you're here.
That's rough. That fight was a sight to behold.
Wait, you were there?
Oh yeah, my whole squad went.
Creo que me falta uno, sí. El de aquí de misiones, pero bueno. Me interesa la hoguera, que la tengo aquí abajo.
All blades against.
Ejército rápido.
I see you, champion. Sit, please.
Lo siento, no tengo tiempo.
This mountain. The southern face is my best bet for a climb if I want to get more of Silga's message. Just gotta look for a path.
Surcacielos. Zancadores.
Fight or sneak past.
Vale, ya lo saben. Dichosos 6 zancadores de mierda. Por aquí no podéis hacer nada. Vale.
This is quite a climb. I have to get higher to try and pinpoint Silga's signal.
Qué puntitos.
This mountain is tall.
A la sol. Vale. Emisor de escudo. Mierda. Y rapaces.
Looks like I have company.
Mientras que no se enteren. Qué máquinas. No fastidies, ¿en serio?
Using frost won't help here. Still need to climb higher.
Stark 142 to Enduring Victory, Reno. Supply drop beacon Echo. Paul, I'm praying you get this safely. I left a note for you inside.
There. Found the signal's origin. It's not too far from here. I just need to get to it.
No está muy lejos.
Bet I'll get a nice view if I glide down from here.
Creo que puedo llegar a hacerlo entero. Bueno, no entero porque ya estoy bastante bajo. Pero sí que cubro bastante trecho. Vale, ¿y esto desconocido? Ni idea. Aquí delante. Oh. Una flor de metal. Calámpagos. Ah, es un dron. Ok. Bueno, sigamos. Coño. Hola. Demoledor. Me gustaría intentar pasar. Ah. Es decir, sin matar a alguien. Ya veo que tengo también aquí a un servidor. Como extra.
My focus is picking up the signal that Silga found. I'll need to clear out the machines before I can look for the source.
How do you like me now?
empty.
Me falta una. No. De hecho faltan dos. Un cuerni lanza. Falta un cuerni lanza.
I should scan for that signal now. See if I can locate the source.
Vale. Aquí hay un cuerno. Y aquí está el otro. Y aquí lo del recolector. Bien.
Oh, that looks promising. Well, not getting in that way. I should search for another way in.
Por arriba. A ver. No, esto ya es muy... A ver. Muy lejos y al mismo tiempo no. Digo que por aquí arriba tiene que haber algo. Y brillo verde.
Perfect. Keep this green shine for later.
Vale.
I should scan for that signal now. See if I can locate the source. There you are. Now, how to get to you? I should take a closer look. Looks like the signal's coming from somewhere inside those rocks. Maybe a cave? There's gotta be a way in around here somewhere.
Nada por aquí. Aquí. Equipo militar y transmisor.
Paul, I couldn't raise you via focus. I hope this gets to you. Somehow. Along with the gear for the stand at the Reno line. Just wanted you to know that all the bitterness is water under the bridge. I only remember the good things. And I'll think about them when the darkness comes.
Sounds like she really cared about him. Silga will want to know about this. And she'll definitely be interested in the transmitter inside that's been sending the message.
Vale. ¿Eh? Vamos para acá entonces. Se me había olvidado pasar por los refugios. Y mira que están uno al lado del otro de ella. Pero bueno, lo que tiene. Sí, es aquí arriba. ¿Verdad? Detrás. Jeez.
Aloy, the words stopped coming from the spike. What happened?
This is what was speaking to your rig. It's old world equipment used for communicating over long distances. The message must have shut off when I took it, but I heard the note the voice was talking about.
What was it?
During an ancient war, a woman was trying to deliver supplies to a man she knew. She wanted him to know that their past disagreements didn't matter in the big picture. That she'd be thinking of him
when the end came.
Oh. I guess she and I are kin, of a sort. I wish I could give my brother a message like that. Tell him that I forgave him. He would have wanted that. I know. This man, the old one, did he ever hear the message?
No.
I don't think so. I guess that's often the way of it then. But still, with the power of that device you found, the sender had hope that he might have heard it. What a feat! To send messages near and far. Can I keep this? It's a treasure.
Of course.
Thank you. Sometimes people don't ever get to hear what they should. But with this thing, maybe I can get them talking to one another. From Mainspring all the way to who knows where.
Hey, I found a few more things in the supply cache. Might be able to make something out of them. Can I use your workbench?
Sure. Yeah, right over there. Anytime, Aloy. It's all yours.
I think I know just what to do with these parts.
Fabrica un arma. Lanzapicas, cuernacilla. Esta arma creada a partir de tecnología del mundo antiguo, lanzapinchos perforantes que causan daño con el tiempo. Destaca por la extracción de armadura y partes de máquinas. Fine. Y ya directamente. Y bueno. Es un trocito, no le voy a decir que no. Vale. Van siendo trocitos y trocitos cada uno. Necesitaba la membrana para algo. Potis, trampas, cables. Vale. Para este. Bueno. Menos hasta nivel 2. Útil.
Well, that turned out well. Can't wait to try it.
Vale. Igualmente no. Ni de lejos. No le hace ojo a las flechas estas. Ahora eso se utilizan distintas municiones. Es la cosa. Vale. Wow. Está guapa la zona. Pues ahora sí. Bueno, antes. Vale, solo son 2 puntos, sí. Guardamos. Y por hoy voy a guardar todo lo que tenga encima de este estilo de mejora de equipo. Mejora de bolsa. Y todo eso a la lija. Solo me quiero quedar con lo que es imprescindible y esto que pues de momento, hasta que no lo pueda ir a vender.
Send this to my stash.
Aunque de todo esto... vale, no he hecho lanza hirviente. Puedo irme a lanza hirviente. Sí, me voy a lanza hirviente. Me quedo en lanza hirviente. Y ya el próximo día serán los fosos de lucha. Tanto el de lanza hirviente como el del baluarte. Y si no me equivoco, tengo que ver alguna misión de aquí. No hay. Aquí tengo 2 misiones. Mirar esta zona también. Y la llamada atendida. ¿Qué misión? Vamos a lanzar hirviente. Y allí me quedo.
I'm going to petition to join the Chief's Guard.
What brought this on?
Cuerpo a cuerpo. Vale, ya ni de lejos. Ataques potentes, duración de la energización. Daño al resonador, ataque potente también. Tengo daño giratoria. De hecho, esa me viene de lujo. Pues suelo tener varias veces, algunos cuantos. Esa me viene bien. Vale, ahí está.
Yeah, for Draka's kicking up trouble.
Remember
You
the
actually think he'll go through with it?
Y ahí estamos. Es decir, por si las moscas, creo que hasta voy a hacer una segunda. Aunque no creo que haga falta. Así que por hoy le he dado encima el botón que no era. Por hoy estamos. Suerte a todos y hasta el próximo día. Voy a hacerle, de hecho, perfecto. Porque así hago pequeña raid. Suerte a todos y hasta mañana. Bueno, hasta el próximo día. Bye bye.